Today for Mousetrap Monday, we're going to look at these antique all-metal rodent traps that were sold under the brand name Gladiator. They were made by different companies. This one's called the Victor Gladiator. It was made by the Animal Trap Company, very common in the 30s and 40s, and it's pretty much just an all-metal version of the standard snap rat trap. These are the standard mouse traps made by a different company, and they're all-metal versions as well. The way you set this is you pull the little kill bar back, push the lever in, and you have a little place there to wedge in some bait. The mouse will come along to get that, give it a nice little pull, and it'll come snapping down. Very powerful. That's a really good spring. Now they also made a double version of this trap. There are so many different modified versions of the single one. It's definitely a well-tested design, and I think this will work well, but you don't see a double very often. The reason I think that is because I think when this is sensitive enough, when one goes off, I think they'll misfire and both will go off. We'll have to test that out and see, but that's my suspicion. So let's go set these up in the barn with motion cameras and see if we can get some mice in these traps and rats in this trap. So let's go see how well they work for being antiques. These antique Gladiator rodent traps worked really well. I thought I was going to kill a rat with this trap, but instead I got a ground squirrel. They're coming into the barn and doing a ton of damage. It's a pretty big animal, but this metal frame, the two powerful springs and that kill bar came down right behind its head and broke its neck, and it died very quickly. A great design. Now the mouse traps performed how I thought they would. The single snapped just like a standard snap trap and got this mouse, and the double had a misfire. When one went off, they both set off. So I can see why this double design wasn't used too often, because it resulted in a lot of misfires. Now the mouse that it killed wasn't pinned against the trap. The kill bar came down, hit it in its head. It instantly died, it rolled to the side, but the trap didn't pin it down. So I can see why this isn't the most popular design that lasted through the test of time, and this is. Overall, really cool mousetrap history. Two different companies use the same name, Gladiator, and they both work really well.